Beginning of '87, I was in the procedure of bankruptcy. They were actually wanted me to sign the papers to release everything over and take the farm. And I knew the amount of money I owed, I would never be able to pay it in my entire life. I was denied a loan to buy seed and chemicals and chemical fertilizer. And so I was done for, and I knew it. My son and daughter had both left the farm because there was nothing left here. I had been the top producer and up in the top 10 always. And that was working beyond my facilities and abilities. So it was over for me. And then my cows actually, I say they got together and had a meeting, and they just busted out and went over to an April pasture that was actually, I was going to plow and put into sorghum or whatever. It was clover and there was some wild oats and all, but it was just wild. I was so disgusted. I just throwed my hat down, stomped my hat, that's it, I quit. I am no longer a farmer. Those are not my cows. If they get out and get hit by a car, I don't know whose they are, but they're not mine. And that's the way I felt. So I went in the house and turned on the TV, and it was the awfulest program I know I've ever seen. I don't remember the name of it, All My Money or Too Many Children or something like that. But when I saw that, I said, that's the other side, Tom. And this is this side. Go back and get this thing, do whatever you got to do. Milk them till they come get you. So I milked them that night, and when they came in the barn that night, instead of being confined all day and night, they had a more of a pleasant odor about them. They'd been out in that clover and all that beautiful stuff. And the next morning when I milked, and we were up 200 pounds of milk. Now when you're the top producer in the state, and you've had 17 different items you put in your mixed ration to make milk, and they made 200 pounds more and you done nothing different, something happened. I went over in the pasture and I noticed they'd grazed the top half of the plant. Of those plants. I know as a farmer, I would have mowed that field and put it in hay. I would have mowed it at the ground and baled the whole thing. But they had only taken the top half of the plant. Then I ran some samples of the plants. I took the whole plant and the top half and the bottom half. I remember the top half was 22% protein and the bottom half was like 6 or 8. So then I wanted to know what's the difference here, and I found out that this was lichen fiber, wood, and this is cellulose fiber. And cows don't make milk off of wood.